Hello, Ramley. Welcome to Ramley with the Rams, a VCU family podcast brought to you by us, VCU Family Programs. We're your hosts. My name's Lizzette.
And my name is Lauren.
If you haven't noticed, we have a new host this semester. Lauren, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. My name is Lauren. I'm a senior here at VCU. I'm majoring in psychology, and fun fact about me is I love art.
Okay, so we usually begin our episodes with a cute little segment telling our viewers what we're looking forward to this week. So, Lauren, what are you looking forward to this week?
I'm looking forward to this Pilates program I registered for this week.
Okay, where are you taking Pilates at?
Oh, at Carey Street Gym, of course.
For the free?
For the free girl.
If you don't know, at Carey Street Gym, your RAM can take a plethora of group exercises for the free.
What are you looking forward to this week?
This week, I'm looking forward to basketball season. Yes, we are officially in my favorite season, aka basketball season. Love supporting our Rams. And tonight, I'm going to not the first girls game, but this is the first time, at least since I've been here, that we've had free tickets for the women's game. So I'm
Okay.
super excited to see them in action, to see them play. And unfortunately, this will be my first time seeing them. But you know what? It won't be my last. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. I need to see a game this year.
They're so good.
I know.
I love the energy. The alumni are so fun. Like the energy in the stands is just crazy. Like it's so fun. I kind of wish we had like a little like tradition or whatever that we
Mhm.
did at like the games. It's like a whole thing. Like like ODU has like I don't know, but if you do know, but ODU has like they play ice cream and cake at all
What's
their
that?
games. Ice cream cake did ice cream cake. Ice cream cake did ice cream cake. Now where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Ah, there you go. There you go. You don't know that?
No.
What? But yeah, VCU doesn't really have like a song that plays at all the games or whatever.
I'm pretty sure we do. There's no way that we don't. I haven't been to a game since sophomore year, but the last game I've been to, like, there's that song. How does it go?
Do they play it like in the beginning? Like their hype song?
Yeah.
That's different.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is. It's different. No, they would play like hype song like last year. What they play? They played Swag Surfing last year as like their hype song. Like the boys were like walking out, and this year they playing 6 Foot 7 Foot by Lil Wayne.
Okay.
But that's not the same.
No, okay. Not the hype song, but it's like a song where the band plays too, and like everybody stands up and they're singing it. I don't know how to sing it. I don't even know how the lyrics go, but I'm telling you, we have a song.
Okay, they don't do that no more then.
No way.
The only thing they play, you don't wanna go to war, what? With the Rams. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got a true fan in the building.
You know what? But yeah, they don't have like a song that plays like, cause Ice Cream Cake plays like halftime, and it's just
Okay.
like something like all like they do the whole dance.
Okay, I
It-
need to go to a game now and see.
You
'Cause I'm
have to
telling
see the
you, we have a
game.
song.
Okay, when you go to the game and you see there's no song,
Then I'll create one. We'll just get up
no,
and
who do we have to talk to get a song, like a cute little fun little thing for
Mhm.
us to do? Well, now it's time for the random VCU fact of the day. This is a segment that we're just starting the semester. So, Lauren, give us a little fact.
Yes, of course. Today's random fact of the day is that VCU has students from 48 states, Washington, D.C., and 141 countries worldwide.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of traveling for the upcoming break.
I know.
wonder if people gonna get all the way around the world. 141 countries? I don't even think I could name 141 countries. I am so excited for fall break. I mean, I'm just ready to get a break from these classes and get a full week to just relax, eat some good food.
The food, yes, that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat. I've been starving over here. It's not easy not having a meal plan.
It really, like, I feel like we don't talk about that enough, but it's really not easy not having a meal plan
And having to cook for
for
yourself.
yourself and having to like think and pre-plan meals, especially if you're spoiled like me and like when you go home, you just don't gotta do that.
Exactly.
You know, there's at least there's something fresh being cooked. You know, I'm having a home cooked meal every night. Like I don't really have to think too much. And like here, like I have to get up and cook. Like I have to feed
3
myself.
times a day.
Not even. Good if I get one good meal a day. Like I'm like, oh my God, like I had a fully balanced protein meal.
You know it's gonna be a good day when you get up and make yourself breakfast. That
Yeah.
Those are my good days,
Yeah.
Clam.
It's a good day if I get like coffee in the morning.
Exactly.
It's a good day if I drink some water. It's a good day if I grab a granola bar, honestly. And that's so sad, but y'all, this is like real. For real, like not having a meal plan is low key a struggle. But for many of our viewers, this break will be the first time they've seen their RAM in 3 months. So our goal today is to give a little insight as to what you might expect from your RAM when they get home.
And to be honest, your RAM might not even want to come home. All that freedom they enjoyed in the 3 months, they won't be willing to give that up just yet.
I know that's right. Your RAM also might not want to go home because they think there is nothing to do there. In college, there are so many places to be and things to do that being home seems boring. I mean, I know I was bored when I first went home. All my friends were away. There was nothing to do. I feel like I've done all the things like in my city that's fun. I was tired of sitting there looking at my parents. it's real life is kind of boring after being out so much, having so much fun, having like direct access to people for such a long time. And like, even if you weren't doing anything, you were doing things with your friends. Also, for some, they may believe that going home is simply not worth the travel, especially if they live across the country in these 48 states or in these 141 countries. Because I know if I lived in like Europe or somewhere and I only had a week, well, I guess no, I think that's pretty good if you look in Europe. But those tickets are like low key expensive.
Very expensive.
Like traveling across the world is very expensive, especially for a week.
I know for me, I live 2 hours away from Richmond, and my freshman year, nobody was trying to come and take me back home. Nobody. And I know, like, the reason why is that drive to and from is like a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I had to find my own means of transportation, and I found the Amtrak station, and those tickets go as low as $13.
Period. Very
It depends on
cost-effective.
exactly. Depending on where you're going though. And if those tickets were sold out, I would go to the Flix bus station at the Greyhound. I think that is 8 minutes away, but with those, you'd have to get your tickets early if you want a cheap ticket.
Okay, so y'all heard that. Y'all need to get them tickets early to get your
Early.
RAM right back to you. For the Rams that do make it home for the holidays, you may notice quite a few changes for them. I know for me, I changed quite a bit. I was definitely a different version of Lizzette when my parents saw me over break. So you may be meeting a whole new person. Their personality will probably change, or they may look a little bit different. I know my personality was a bit different. I was definitely more outspoken, more, ready to talk about whatever. This could be affected by the new people and new ideas that we have the pleasure to be surrounded by here at VCU, because there's so many different people with different ideas. There's so many different cultures that they may have been exposed to that they might have fallen in love with,
For sure. I remember when I first came back home, I was expecting a warm welcome. Instead, I got called bougie by my little sister. Oh my gosh. And I can understand from her point of view because the friends that I grew up with are not the same friends that I made at VCU. So I kind of changed my personality a bit, but started developing my own as well. So yeah, it was a big change on her part and also mine. So but bougie is kind of crazy. I'm not bougie, just an upgrade.
Oh, period. And change is good. We all deserve to upgrade ourselves in college.
Yeah.
I think that's what college is for. Giving yourself a little upgrade. Aside from personality, your student may even look a little bit different. The next time you see them, they may be pierced down or tatted up. I just made that up, y'all.
I love that tongue. Back up, pierce down.
No, the pierced
Go.
down part, that was me. So if y'all start using that, pierced down, okay, that was me. Even I came home with a new piercing. I came home with a belly button piercing. I was so happy about it. R.I.P. to her. She is gone.
No.
She rejected. I loved her down.
See, now you're making me scared to get one because that was
No.
next on the list.
But my skin's just like mad sensitive. So it was bound to happen. I should have known. I had no business getting it done.
No, for
Knowing
the
my skin.
experience. Come
I
on.
know, and it was so cute when I had it. My stomach was out all the time.
As it should be.
My stomach was out all the time. I got this cute jewelry for it. Like, it was just so cute. It could have also been because, in my mind, because I knew my skin was so sensitive, I was like, okay, I'm going to clean it with, like, hydrogen peroxide so, like, it doesn't get infected and, like, keep it in long.
Right.
But you're not supposed to do that, by the way.
Oh.
yeah, if y'all get new piercings, well, if your ram comes home with a new piercing and you see them clean it with alcohol or hydrogen peroxide, you're not supposed to do that. You're just supposed to stick to the soap because the hydrogen peroxide and the alcohol kills like the good bacteria. Don't quote me on that. I'm briefly remembering that, but yeah. So that could have been issue number one, but also just my skin in general. Like, she wasn't quite happy with me, but she was really cute, and I did love that piercing. Do not be alarmed if your ram does come home with piercings and tattoos. There's literally so many piercing places, tattoo shops that are good and replicable. Don't be surprised if your ram comes home with some piercings and tattoos. They're literally one of the most easiest things to access, and probably one of the first things a lot of students think of when they get that freedom.
Yeah, I know for me especially, like piercings were never really a thing for me, but as soon as I came here, like I just fell in love with the idea and I just wanted more.
Yeah, and
I'm not done.
I know that's right.
I'm not done either.
I know that's right. And you can just do them because who's gonna tell you no? Like, I think I just told my mom, like, after. I was like, hey girl. Yes, I did.
I'm not gonna lie, my parents were kind of shook, but I am their daughter at the end of the day, and they still love me, of course. Just because my appearance changes doesn't mean their love for me will.
Exactly. Period. But aside from having new piercings or new tattoos, their style may just look completely different. I mean, VCU is basically fashion runway. Everybody's dressed to the nines. Not everybody. I'm not. But a lot of people are dressed to the nines. There's a lot of, I love that we have like pop-ups in the park. People just selling like their clothes and stuff like that. And there's so many like thrift shops and like boutiques.
And there's so many modeling organizations around campus too. So
they might come home with some new swag. So just embrace it. Embrace the changes that are happening, both to their personality and physical changes, because they're just growing up. It's a sign of the times. On a more serious note, your child may come home for break and may not want to come back. Okay, that is a very real possibility. I feel like we don't really talk about that much. A lot of students in their first semester realize that college is really not for them. And if your child comes home and it's like, mom, dad, parent, guardian, I do not want to go back to school. I do not want to be there. School is not for me. I highly encourage y'all to just encourage them and support them on their decision, because it's really hard.
It is.
I'm sure a lot of our viewers have been to college, and y'all probably know college is really hard, and college is not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Anybody who tells me they're ready to drop out, go ahead, because college is not for everybody. And honestly, you can make a lot of bank in trade school, please. A lot of money, okay? I'll never knock that. And you should never knock that either. So if your child comes home and they're like, family, I can't go back. I don't want to go back to that school. Let's be cool about that, okay? Period.
And as long as you help them come to an understanding of why they made that decision and help them understand that you have their support, I believe things will be okay.
And if they do decide to make that decision, you can also remind them that they have up to 3 semesters of not being enrolled in classes before they have to reapply to VCU. So if you just encourage them to maybe take a semester off, they don't have to reapply the following semester. So that's also an option. It's okay for them to take a break because they can come back.
They can.
They can come back.
Going more onto the topic of physical changes, you know the saying freshman 15? I can tell you that is real, at least for me. There's a lot of food options on and off campus, and I know Chick-fil-A was my go-to place, and Chick-fil-A helped me get there.
It's like one of the safest options. I feel like everybody has a Chick-fil-A, or I assume everybody has a Chick-fil-A in their area. Especially as a freshman, having to have that meal plan, it's good because, as we were saying, it's really hard trying to figure out meals and trying to feed yourself honestly and study on top of that and have a social life.
It's very convenient.
It's very convenient. It's very easy. And honestly, y'all, dining hall food, yeah. I'd much rather go to Chick-fil-A any other day. Like,
I can tell you, I've only been to Schaefer's twice.
I would go when they would have them crab legs.
Oh, I miss those days. I've never seen them have crab legs there, and I'm very upset.
You never got the crab legs?
No.
They was alright. It was alright. I mean, it was cool.
You know what I miss though?
What?
I miss Cane's.
I wasn't a Cane's girl.
You weren't a Cane's girl.
I was not.
Girl, wait. No. Can we get a moment of silence for Canes?
I wasn't a Canes girl, but I think that they closed that Canes because they put a new one somewhere close to Arthur Ashe Boulevard, somewhere over there. I wasn't really impressed, but I'm not a chicken tender and fries kind of person.
That's my go-to. And they replaced Canes with, I think it's called Ram's Coop.
Yeah, I guess they had to give us like another chicken tender place.
Mhm.
But I heard that there used to be an IHOP.
There did used to be an IHOP, but this was before I even came to the school. Of course, it had to leave when we came.
And I heard that Twisted Taco replaced the IHOP.
Really? I didn't know that.
That's what I heard. But back to the topic. I think it is very safe for families to assume that your child will come home looking physically different, whether that's with their physical appearance, like their style or piercings or whatever, or their weight. And honestly, as people that have fallen victim to freshman 15, like, let's not even mention it, okay?
Mhm.
Please, let's not even mention it. 9 times out of 10, your RAM has already noticed and is probably feeling a little self-conscious about it, or they're not, but let's just not mention it because a lot of times that can just be very inappropriate and
Create a very uncomfortable situation.
yeah, very uncomfortable situation. So let's like maybe not even discuss it. You know, when you was in college, you had that freshman too. Let's not play.
Unless you truly believe that it's something of concern,
Yeah.
there is respectable ways of bringing it up.
Well, anyway, y'all, this has been really, really fun. Till the next time.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Rambling with the Rams. Make sure to check out our social media at VCU Family on Instagram and Facebook for more content and updates.
If you haven't already, join the Ramley Connection portal for regular updates and event opportunities, as well as our monthly newsletter. Stay tuned for our next episode.
Lauren and Lizzette out.